event is to raise funds for refurbishing the Kreger buildings, the house, the barn, and the shed. They're old buildings, but we're going to put them to a new use for the community, and we're pretty excited about where we're going. We're about halfway there in terms of raising money. We need about $400,000 to finish the project, so hopefully this will raise a bit of money today, and then we got to keep charging on with the fundraising efforts.
The village had a historic building, farmhouse built in the 1860s and outbuildings, donated. We've moved the buildings to the site location where they're going to be permanently located. The fundraising has paid for the move, has paid for some of the excavation work, and will pay for the complete foundations in the future. You know, so far we've been able to raise $150,000. We have a goal of $400,000, and we had 60 runners this morning. And that's a good turnout. This is our first time conducting these events, and we have about the same number of people walking their dogs.
Who's helping out with today's event? Boy, again, we have a group of about 20 people. My wife was certainly a big part of it. My daughter, Libby, without her, we couldn't have done the race. Did all the technical timing and stuff. And Gary Roberts did the pancake breakfast. Pat Burke's out doing the walk. Lewis helped us with a lot of stuff. I'm going to miss somebody here. They're going to get upset with me, but it's been just a big effort by a lot of people in town.
We've got a lot of people who live in Franklin who are caring about the village, trying to protect some of our heritage, preserve and restore a wonderful old farmhouse and barn, which will add to not only the value of the city, but provide a meeting place for our neighbors to gather. People who use the Little League facilities can use this. We've got a lot of organizations that have no place to call home, no office, no place to store anything. This gives us a chance to help all of our citizens, all of our community groups, just to be together, find a place to meet.
You know, we live here in Franklin. We moved into Franklin because of the ambiance and the charm. And what we're doing is we're adding to the charm of the village by restoring or keeping a historic building in the village, moving it to a permanent location. We're creating a little bit of a campus, actually, is how we're referring to it, over by where the village offices and the police station are. That's where the buildings will be located, so people will be able to use the farmhouse for community activities. We're hoping that the tool shed will actually be turned into public restrooms. That'll be a tremendous addition to the ball fields in the village green area. And then the barn could be used for receptions, picnics, any sort of things. But that'll be a fun little building that once we get that foundation in for that people will be able to use as well. It'll all be available to the community and people outside of the community as well.